you doing? Today we are cooking sour leaves. Yes, sour. Okay. Let me share.
A lot of revelation.
Just want to share this quick. Share myself out. Yeah, I can see the pot clearly. I want to share myself out. Today we are coming to cook sour in with coconut cream. The last time I make it with palm oil. This time it's going to be different like the last one. This time it's a different one, but it's the same leaves I cooked the last time. It's the one I'm going to cook again today, but today is going to be with coconut cream. I'm going to take you through the process. If you are available now to watch, because of this is a sauce you're supposed to watch. If you want to eat the best of sour. Yes, it's a different method of cooking sour. Okay? But if you try this, you will never regret it. If you try this way, I'm going to teach you my own way. You will never regret it. I'm just sharing. Maybe some people will be there who are interested to come and watch. So, watch and learn. Watch and learn. Because we need to watch and learn. Yes. Let me share on my other platforms. Today is sour. When you watch and learn this method, you're always going to you're going to prefer this method and all the other method you've cooked sour before. Yes, call these sour leaves. Sour leaves. It's already been part well, it's frozen, so it's a frozen one. It's a frozen one, sour leaf. So let me make the pot to be heated so I can able to. It can be so fast. This is the fastest way of cooking sour ever. The fastest way to cook sour with coconut cream. Coconut cream and coconut shavings. So watch and learn. Sometimes it's good to watch the live cooking. It's good to watch the live cooking so you can learn. Maybe you have another method you have been cooking sour, but this is the other way. Okay, I'm just sharing. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. When you share, you don't know. Some platform, some people they wanted to cook sour today or on Saturday. This is the way to cook it. Okay? You have to be patient, my dears. You gotta be patient. Yes, you gotta be patient when you want to learn something. If I didn't patient when I was learning how to cook, I would not know how to cook. But I patience. Patient dog eats the fattest bone. Did you know that saying? The patient dog eats the fattest bone. Okay, so now I'm going to open the pots. I have here 1 liter of water. This water, it looks like this because of I use 1 liter of water to blend the pepper. So the pepper I blend in the blender. So I just put, when I remove the blend pepper in the blender, so I use 1 liter water to wash the blender because I don't want to waste this spice. Okay, that's going straight into the pot. Here I have smoked fish. I smoked myself last night. Here I have cow feet. I boiled this cow feet. This cow feet cooked for an hour, and I remove the water. I rewash the cow foot and put it because I don't like it to be too strong. So that's why I just put salt. I put 1 teaspoon of salt in the cow foot when I was boiling it. This is chicken feet. It's already pre-cooked for 10 minutes. Rewashed again. That's it. That's gonna go later. And I have leftover beef. This is goat meat. I cooked some and left some. So I'm gonna put this like this in this pot now. Okay. I'm going to get, because you know I can't do without my ginger and garlic in this kind of cooking. This is blended ginger and garlic. Blended ginger and garlic in this pot. I have a tablespoon and a half of homemade prawn seasoning. Homemade prawn seasoning, prawns seasoning. Where you can buy your own dry prawns, or you dry it yourself. You blend it. Okay. Now I have 1 onion. A whole onion. And then I have Scotch bonnet pepper in this. A Scotch bonnet pepper because of I eat a lot of spice. So I'm gonna actually put a little bit of this because that's about, I blend about 7 Scotch bonnet pepper, but if you don't have spice tolerance, please just put 1. Okay? So now I'm going to put the seasoning cube. Let me just get my seasoning cube. I'm going to put 3, let me peel it first. 3 seasoning cubes. This is Maggi. Just use 3 of them because of I have prawn seasoning already in that pot, and we don't want it to be too salty because I added salt. I added salt in that seasoning cube, that homemade seasoning cube. So just put it together like this and stir around, because this is sour, we call this. I have 1 liter of water already in this pot, but I think I need another 1 cup of water. Let me give the water to, yes. So this is coconuts, grind coconuts. Let me show you the packets. I'm not advertising it for them, but in this case I have to. This is how it looks. This is how it looks. This is how it looks. So you put 1.5 teaspoon. 1.5 tablespoon. Okay? Because we need this to be rich and delicious. Rich and delicious. Okay? I need 1 cup of hot water. I always tell my people, when you are cooking, the pot starts boiling already, make sure you don't put cold water. I'm going to add 1 cup of water again. So now we have 1 liter and 1 cup of water in here. Because I have about 3 more ingredients to put, but we have to leave this to boil first for a few minutes so you can see the other ingredients. So because of the coconut milk is not coming yet, and the other ingredients are not coming in yet. So I have here, let me open it before I bring it. Let me wash the top first, because always when you want to open a can, you have to wash the top. Although some of you might say that, oh, it's not necessary, but when you want to open it, make sure you wash it. I'm going to use one of these as plum tomato. I'm going to open, because the traditional way, you don't put tomatoes, but this is a different way of cooking these sour leaves. If you try this method, you're going to enjoy this forever. I'm going to add this. I'm going to add that as plum tomato. We're going to give us that tanginess. Yes, it's going to give us that tanginess. You try this method, you're going to thank me, because sometimes the way we cook sour, we don't add tomatoes. You can cook it that way. Maybe next time I'll show you the other way, when you don't need to add tomatoes. Okay? But trust me, I think if you try it this way, you're going to enjoy it more. Yes. Because that tomato is going to give you that tanginess. It's going to give you that sweetness, tangy and sweet at the same time. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to look for my egusi. Then I put my egusi. As that is boiling, I'm going to look for my egusi. Okay. I hope I can easily find it. because this cupboard is so packed of goodies and ingredients. Where are you, Egusi? Okay. This is my Egusi. I buy this Egusi and I blend it myself. This is about 1 packet. You can get this. Egusi is like, we call it melon seeds. It's melon seeds, but the actual African name for it is Egusi. I don't know where that name originates from. Please do not ask me. I don't know. Well, it's melon seeds. When you go to the Asian shop, just say you want melon seeds. This I blended myself, because normally the one you buy blended already, you can buy the blended one already, but this one I like it that way. I like it just roughly blend. Because roughly blend, it can give me the texture I want in the cooking. I'll make a mess in this cooker. Let me just quickly clean that up the top. This is the fastest cooking you can ever imagine, and it's the most tastiest cooking. Trust, it's the fastest and it's the most tastiest. If you try this way, you're gonna enjoy. I just want to do, because I make some mess here. You know me now for mine. I don't like dirty surface. When the surface is dirty, I don't like it. Yes. So I'm going to add, let me show you first. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of water in this egusi, because I want the egusi to loosen up. I don't want to put it so it can make like bumps in there. You see, because if I blend it myself, it can give me the texture I want. I want that kind of texture. I don't want it over blend. Okay? Because if you put it like that, the egusi is going to give you some kind of, let's just like that. I have to off this because I don't want too much noise. Okay? This is the other method of cooking it. The tomatoes change the color. I'm just going to taste now for salt. Yes. Yes, I need a little bit. Ooh, that spice is so kicky. The spice is so hot. I'm going to put tiny bit of salt, because there is Maggi in that pot. So now, the way I'm going to put this egusi inside this pot, I'm going to put it like this, because I don't want it to. Then nicely, you add the egusi. Inside this pot, like that, and then just stir it around like this. So the egusi is inside our pot now. So now It's time for me to add the other ingredients. I have about 3 more ingredients to put. Well, these are the main ingredients. First, I need coconut milk. We have coconut, we have this already. And then now I'm going to add this. My sisters, my brothers, whoever is going to watch this live, trust me, if you try this method, you will never want to cook it the other way. Because the other way, when I mean the other way, you don't use, you can use coconut milk, but you don't use tomatoes. But this is the other way. You add the coconut milk. Yes, you add the coconut milk. And you leave that now to boil, because why you have to leave that to boil? You want all those proteins inside that pot, all this goodness to go inside the protein. Okay? Wipe this as a little bit of a mess. Leave this now to boil. I'm going to cover this just halfway. For this to boil like that, because we don't need any more liquid inside there. We have enough liquid already inside our pots. We don't need any more. But you know what I do? You can bear me. So it's going to be a little bit noisy in the background, because I do, when I'm cooking, I have to do my washing at the same time. So bear me as that pot is boiling. This is the most easiest. When I say easy, the most easiest meal to cook. Because why it's good to cook and wash? When you finish your cooking, you just eat. You just eat. You don't need to worry about washing dishes. That is why a lot of people are afraid to cook, because they don't like the washing up. But if you are cooking, you are washing, it's very, very easy. If you are cooking, you are washing, it's very, very easy. You have to be here now to get the aroma of this. Because the style of the show is going to come. But we need this water to go down a bit. Okay? The egusi is inside our pot now. Because why I loosen the egusi, because if I was cooking like palm oil, I could have made the egusi a different way. Or if I'm making like I'm making like a different dish. If I make it like a different dish, I could have leave that. to boil. Sorry, I'm sharing again. I have to share myself out to some of my customers on, because now I have a lot of customers, so I have to share on their page on WhatsApp. Yes, because I have a lot of customers. God bless every one of them who have supported my business. So I'm sharing to them. Not that they don't know how to cook, but sharing is caring. Maybe the only way how they know how to cook is that traditional way. The traditional way, you don't put tomatoes. But this way you have to. It's a different kind of cooking. Different kind of cooking. I'm still sharing. I thank God for these people who are supporting my business. I'm on WhatsApp. Yes. We have a few more ingredients to go in there, but we have to let that boil a bit. Yes. We need to leave that to go to cook a bit. Yes. This is called sour. Sour. Yes. Okay. Make sure you stir this periodically. Because we need all those protein to combine in those wonderful, delicious sauce. Oh yes, that's good. That's very, very good. It's not even done yet, but it's already. Ooh. So spicy. But spice is good. Spice is good. So now I'm going to put the other ingredients. The other ingredients. It's so good. I wish you were here. I wish you were here to get the aroma of these pots. Ooh, child. I wish you were here. It's enough now. I've shared to a lot of people. But there's more people coming up. Okay? So now, I'm going to add my chicken feet. I still have more ingredients to go in there. My chicken feet and the star of the show. This is the star of the show. This is sour leaves. I bought this frozen, but I just blend it a little bit. Sour leaf. This is 1 packet. You can get this in any African shop. You can get this in any sour shop. When you blend it, look like cassava leaf, but it's not cassava leaf. Because normally, when you cook this like this, you don't put tomatoes the traditional way. So the sauce can look very, very pale. But this is the other method of cooking this. And try this method, you will come back to me and say thank you, Jamila. So now, if you are watching, you want to hop out, you can hop out and hop in again. Because I'm going to leave this now to boil for 30 minutes. Sorry, for 20 minutes, sorry. 20 minutes. Yes. So everything is in there apart from the, let me show you the last ingredient which is going to go in. For you not to think that, oh, I miss out. No, you're not going to miss out. This is the last ingredient. My favorite prawns. So if you want to up out, that's the egusi in coconuts, grind coconuts and coconut cream. Yes. Here we go. So we're gonna leave that now to do the trick. Oh yes. Oh yes. Ah, that's delicious. I'm going to make the fufu now. If you want to watch how I make the fufu, you are welcome to watch how I make the fufu. Yes. Where is the fufu? No, I don't want it to cool, so I'm gonna wait when my sauce is ready. You can get this sour. You can get this sour any African shop. I even put like a dry herrings. I didn't dry these herrings. This herring come from Africa. Dry herrings is full of flavor. And I put my own homemade mackerel. I season the mackerel very well. Salt and pepper and all the other ingredients because I normally sell my fish, so I don't want to give all the secrets away. But that fish, you can even eat it by itself. When I season it, you can even eat it by itself. So I'm going to put this food. Let me find a bigger spoon. I'm going to put this spoon across. because no, we don't need any more liquid in that pot. Now I think I need a little bit of salt. I'm going to put half a teaspoon of salt again, because that's how you cook. Because most of the spices, the things have the 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 homemade prawn seasoning is salty. Because there was a comment I was reading the other day. Somebody was asking me if I don't eat salt. I eat salt. But when you are cooking, you have to remember that the ingredient you are using, the prawn seasoning, is homemade prawn seasoning. There is salt in that prawn seasoning. The Maggi got salt. The fish got salt. So you have to put everything first. You stir around, you taste, you see if you need salt. That's how normally people get it very, very wrong. When you don't think about, when you are using ingredients, make sure that you remember that the ingredient you are using, some are salty. The seasoning cube got salt. Like, because I put 3 Maggis in there. And then the prawn seasoning, when I was preparing the prawn seasoning, there's salt in it. Yes. So the fish, when I was smoking the fish, after I finished cleaning the fish, I put some salt in the fish. When I was boiling the meats, there was some salt in the meats. Only the cow foot, because when I boil the cow foot for 1 hour, I put salt, but I wash the first. I wash it, because some people, when they cook cow foot, they use the water of the cow foot. You can do that, but it's going to give you a lot of jelly, because cow food is full of jelly. Yes. Just imagine when you boil the cow food, you just leave it overnight. In the morning when you wake up, there's a lot of jelly in the cow food. So that is why, same goes to the chicken feet. So that is why when you boil the cow foot, the first water, after you wash the cow foot, just put salt and boil it and remove that first water. For me, I remove the first water and I rinse. But the salt can still be inside the meat. I'm going to leave this now. If like our people who sell fufu in Africa, they can remove this now. But for me, I'm going to leave this to boil for another 10 to 15 minutes. It's done. I'm not going to add the prawns yet. The prawns, I'm going to add it when it's remaining like 2 to 3 minutes to off air. I put this because I don't want it to be tough. Because when prawns is cooked over 3 minutes, it's going to be rubbery. It's going to be tough. You don't want that. When you want your prawns to be juicy and very nice, you have to put it down a minute, because of you're not going to get no salmonella in this. Some people even eat this raw in sushi, but I'm not eating it raw. I like mine cooked, but not overcooked either. So that's how we do cooking. Let me change this spoon. See? See? It's how we cook. It's how we cook. So that tomatoes is going to give you that sweet and sour tanginess. That sweet and sour taste. Because why? There's coconut cream and there's grind coconut powder. Yes. It's going to give you that coconut taste. Oh, yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So, that's about it. Unless if you want to wait to see how I'm going to enjoy it thoroughly. I know I'm going to cry because of that very hot. For some of you who doesn't have spice tolerance, the amount of spice I put in there, please do not try it. Because it's going to blow your head off. The amount of spice I put in that, if you don't have spice tolerance, please do not try it. Because it's going to blow your head off, trust me. For me, I'm addicted to spice. When I say real spice addict, it's me. I'm looking for my fufu. My cupboard is just so full of everything. Because I make homemade spices for people. I make homemade spices for people. I make nice homemade spices for people. So this is how it looks. It's the most easiest sauce to cook. Very easy to cook. If you're gonna start this from scratch, it's not gonna be fast. But because of I want the production to be so quick, that is why I pre-cook my cow feet, and then I have leftover goat meat, the food I cooked yesterday, day before yesterday. I leave a little bit of the goat meat, so I just added it here. So I have here cow feet, goat meat, dry herrings, and then smoked mackerel, and I'm going to add prawns. I'm going to leave this again to boil for another 5 minutes. I'm going to leave this to cook for another 5 minutes before I add my prawns. Thank you very much, the person who is up this live. God bless you. Please do not forget, if you like what you are seeing, support your girl. For you to be on this live already, you are supporting me. When you support me, may God support all your agendas. For those of you who believe in God, if you don't believe in God, I thank you very much. For you to be on this live, watching me doing what I like to do best. I'm a foodie. I love food. I'm glad I know how to cook. Because just imagine the way I love food. If I don't know how to cook, I could have been paying a lot of money to buy food. See, this is how you cook this. Just try this method. Maybe you have been cooking it with the other method, because this is going to give you that tanginess, that sweet and sour. Okay. Because the way this is now, if you something like in Africa, you are going to sell it, you have to remove it. But if you are not going to sell it, just leave, because all this is water. If you remove this now at this now, when you are eating, it's going to separate. You can see the water like floating on your plates. But if you are selling, because of you are selling, and then you want enough sauce, but if you are making it like the way I'm making it, you have to leave all this water to go. Yes, because if not, when you put this on your plates, this liquid is going to separate from the sauce. It's going to go like you see some, when you are eating, you see like clear water around your plates. Is this water? So if you are making it in your house, just leave it, just have the patience. Because of this is tasty, but you are not looking for nutrients in this. It's very tasty, but you are not looking for nutrients, any nutrients, because it's already overcooked. So you have to just have your supplements or whatever, because anything that has been cooked for more than 5-10 minutes, it's not any, it hasn't got any more nutrients. It's going to be tasty, but it's not going to give you any nutrients. It's tasty, it's filling. So that is why I advise people, just buy if you cannot buy my greens, because I make natural greens which have everything, or if you can't, hello, are they live on YouTube? No, don't tell me there. Yeah, because of I not post and the next day posting. Because next day posting, like if we don't get them, but I just put on second class. So anytime we meet you, we'll go meet you definitely this week, yeah. Sorry, when you're a businesswoman, you have to take calls. Because some people, when you don't take their calls, they might not come back to help your business. So always take people's calls. It doesn't matter if they want to buy or they don't want to buy your business. Always respect people's calls. Respect people so they can come back and support you. Okay? So as you see, now I'm going to add my favorites. Just imagine all the ingredients I have already put in there: the smoked fish, the prawn seasoning, the 3 Maggi, a little bit of salt. You don't need that different. This alone is seasoning. The dry one is in this cooking, and now the fresh one is in the cooking. Always make sure you put this last. This is going to cook now for 4 minutes, and I'll take it off. 4 minutes. Do not make this cook over 4 minutes, because it's going to be very tough. Unless if you like it tough, you can just leave it to cook. Because some people, as soon as when they are cooking, they will put that together. It's going to be rubbery, and you want your prawns, your fresh prawns to be juicy, so you can able to enjoy it, because it's easy to cook. As soon as it change color, it's already giving you what you are looking for. But if you want it tough, you can leave it to go more. So if you haven't started this video from scratch, please make sure you start this video. You will never regret this cooking. If you haven't started from scratch, go and start it, or wait for it to upload and start it. This is a goosey and sour leaves with coconuts, grind coconuts, and then coconut cream. Thank you very much for those who come and watch this. Thank you. So if you haven't started, please go and start it. It's a bit messy here. It's making me feeling some kind of way. So that's it. Thank you very much.